Good morning and welcome to Little Creek Bee Ranch for some tabletop lessons. These are pretty cool lessons. The reason we do this is because it's not 19 degrees outside. But there's no need for us to be in the apiary to do simple lessons on box manipulations and box strategies. Hey, this guy's got the date wrong on the videos. We've been doing so many video vignettes and I can't, I seem to get 2020 and 2022 all confused. So it's January 2022 and it's 19 degrees outside, but we're going to take advantage of our inside time and do some little vignettes, little videos on box manipulations. Oh, about 3 years ago, we did a couple of these videos on some simple little splits and shuffles, and they were real popular. Boy, you watch all the clicks and hits on, like, whoa, man, people like that. Well, okay, cool. Well, we'll just keep on going then. So we have a whole list of topics, and we're just going to break them out into little vignettes, videos, and talk about each scenario and strategy. So as a beekeeper across the country, people are being challenged with the learning curve in beekeeping is pretty high. It's pretty high. You got to acknowledge that. The learning curve at each up if you don't get some good solid instruction over time. And so one part of that, just a part of it, is box manipulations. What? So kind of our niche in teaching and marketing is though all those people that want between 2 and maybe 60 colonies, something like that. So maybe we're finding new beekeepers coming in and people are finding our videos, and that's cool too. You can go to littlecreekbeeranch.com to the personal advisor program and look at our private coaching service. That's very popular. And it's very cool too because we've packed in a truckload of value and learning in that. So you might check that out, Personal Advisor Program. Okay, so block lessons. This lesson is on balking. What did he say? Balking, like a baseball pitcher, balks. Balking, this is called balking. And you go, whoa, never heard of that before. Well, yeah, that's why we're doing the video. So there's a lot of these issues, even if you're an older beekeeper. I've always considered anybody that's been a beekeeper under 3 years, under 3 or 4 years is still a greenhorn. Don't be getting proud. It just takes a lot of time to learn. And then students say, well, how long, Mr. Davis, does it take before I get really good? Just say, oh, well, 5 to 8 years. And they don't want to hear that. I say, well, I'm sorry. That's what it takes, man. This is hard. This isn't easy, man. This is not an easy thing to tackle. But we acknowledge that, and we talk about the learning curve. And the way we teach, our teaching style is we just take it in little chunks. And over the time, you stay plugged into the program, and over time, you learn and build. You raise your BIQ, you build your knowledge. That's what we're talking about. So this lesson is on balking. Okay, so let's talk about balking. So we have some blocks here, and the little boards with the black edge are our queen excluders. Those are our queen excluders. So let's say, well, let's get this squared away. So this is a double deep, and let's say, ooh, yeah, like this is a double medium. Now, if you've watched some of the other videos, you'll see that we have different setups, different brood strategy setups, double medium, double deep. My favorite is a double medium, and the other videos will explain that. Okay, so watch this. So you come in, man, you come to the apiary, and you go, oh, look, oh, they're full, man, these boxes are full here. We need to, oh, the guy said, put on queen excluder, yeah, that metal thing, that grill. You said, poor people. I know. There's lots of slang in beekeeping, and I've heard this called, that queen sifter. That the queen sifter. Heard that one. That queen thing. Yeah. They just don't know what to. They don't know what to call it. That queen extruder. Yeah, that's it. That queen extruder. I heard that one too. Queen extruder. No, no. Queen excluder, excluder, queen excluder. We're excluding the queen from up top. In other words, we don't want the queen going up high into the honey supers for numerous reasons, right? Watch the other videos and you'll learn why. But you go, okay, yeah, well, just boxes are full. Like, we like that. They're full. And we put on that extruder. And then we come back in. Yeah, we put on the same time. We put the extruder, excluder on. And we put another box on. Yeah, well, that's good. We'll come back next month and go, oh, man, ready to put some more on. And the poor beekeeper's all excited. And then they come back next month. Now watch this. That'll blow their minds. And you come over here and you smoke them and open up and you go, oh yeah, look, they're up in there. Yeah, they're laying in that honey. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that extruder, it works. That excluder, yeah. Oh, that's down. Queen's down there. Now they're doing honey up there. Yeah, man. Watch. Smoke them, come over here and open up, and you go, whoa, well, there's nothing in here. What the heck? The other one had a bunch in it. There's no honey up here at all. What's wrong with that excluder? Nothing. Nothing's wrong with the excluder. What? Oh, there's no honey. That was a month ago. They're not doing anything. Uh-huh. They're doing something. It's called balking. You go, what? A month passed and you did this and there's nothing up here. So you lost a month's production in this box. A month's production. Because in this setup, a double deep, they can see this excluder as a temporary or a false ceiling. And you go, what did that man say? It said a false ceiling. A false ceiling. They reject going through it to fill this box. It's called balking. Oh, we don't like that? Well, yeah, no kidding. You lost a whole month's honey production. Now watch this. To get this problem solved, you got to come around, take your excluder and turn it 90 degrees and then put the box back on. Now you have to wait another 3 weeks for them to come up and own this box, and they'll come up and around, and more times than not the queen won't bother coming because she doesn't like the light. Queens like the dark. They won't come up around and through that light. There's a gap or a crack there. They typically don't like that. Can it happen? Yes, it can. Very low odds that it will. But now you got to wait another 3 weeks. So you come back out and, oh, yeah, look, we got to change this around. And man, we got to get that excluder turned back around. And, oh, they started a couple of frames of honey. Yeah, there you go. And now they come up and down. And oh, that's almost 2 months. Ouch. Ouch. I hate balking. Balking costs me honey. Balking costs me time. Balking costs me money as well. And this group, why is it different? Yeah, well, now you got double mediums down here. And the pressure is on them to get up through this excluder because they want more room. They like this room down here. It's bigger. Yeah, we just got a false ceiling. They react differently. They react different. Can this group in a double medium set, can they balk? Yes, they can. Rare. Rare. I see balking and double deeps. Balking and double deeps. And you go, well, whew, good. Yeah, got a box of honey there anyway. Yeah, that's good. Well, yeah, well, now we're 2 months down the road and they're just now really filling this out. You go, oh, God, geez, I can't do that anymore. We don't want that to happen very often. We don't want that to happen very often. So maybe, hey, maybe you leave that excluder on all winter long. Hey, what do you think of that? Yeah, but the guy at the bee club said, just take those things off there and get one. I hear this stuff all the time. You'd be amazed the stuff I hear. I say, look, I don't know what to say to you. I want to be patient, kind, and polite in all my ways. Boy, there's a lot of confusing information out there. It even happens to me way early on when I started in the Big Bee Club. I get so frustrated. Then it's like 3-4 years of the club thing. And then I come out to the apiary, and I was so frustrated and stressed. I thought this was ridiculous. I am going to pay attention to the bees only. What they like, what they don't like, what they do, how they do it, why they do it. Try to figure out why they're doing it. What they will respond to, what they'll reject. What are these girls doing? And then after some time, it got better because I realized just because somebody at a club or a friend always got an opinion, I'm going, oh my God, the guy said. I said, oh, that guy, might want to steer clear of that guy. You got to think about what you're doing here, man. Because now they're going to go on and build honey great. Almost 2 months, and now they're just about to fill a box of honey. So I have lost for sure one box of honey because they balked. Or I could just, leave those extruders on there. Leave those excluders on there in the wintertime, And they'll learn how to go up and down through there. Next spring, we won't have that problem. Yeah, that's a fact. Because you know what? Watch this. Here comes a curveball. Always a curveball. Here comes a curveball. So you set them up like this in September. This is it. Double deep, queen excluder, medium. Yeah, we're going to go into wintertime. That's it. That's how we're going to do it. Yeah. And you come into April time. Did anybody tell you that the bees that you see in September will all be gone by the time you get to April? And those bees in the box in April time are all completely new to you? Oh, but what did he say? The bees that you have in a box in September, October, will perish as the months go by, and most of those bees in the box now coming into early April will all be new to you. So if you choose not to run the excluder over wintertime, and you go, oh yeah, he said we need to get that excluder on, yeah, right. And you come in here in springtime, you go, yeah, look at that, we get that on there and put that box on top of it, yeah, now we're doing it, yeah, now. And you come back in May time, and you look and you go, oh, just like nothing in there again. What the heck? He said they would do. I said, no, you are not thinking. You are not thinking. Coming through wintertime, most of them are going to die. You have a repopulation inside. But in April time, most of those bees will be new. They've not ever seen your face. So now you coming in with an excluder to a bunch of new bees because you took it off in wintertime. You go, oh, yeah, see, Joe, I told you we should not have done that. And you create your own balking incident again. And you got to come back, take the box off. You got to turn it sideways. You go, oh my gosh, you got to get them used to it again. Going back in there, and yeah, they got to come up over the end. 3 weeks, and Joe, we lost another box of honey. 3 weeks later, you turn around and going, yes, Joe, now they're up in there, Mud. We got to stop this program, Joe. Let's stop it. Yeah, that's a common problem. But we're not teaching how to get it resolved. That's why we're doing this little video. Many times the clubs and other groups will say, oh, you take those excluders off in the wintertime. Yeah, you get them off. And they don't come back and say, well, springtime I had 4 of them. Like, what would it go up through there, And so they just take the whole excluder idea and just forget about it. Well, then they go back to big brood again. That's going to mess you up, man. Okay, watch this. Watch. We come in springtime, like a new set here. You got this new set. You go, oh, they're full. Excluder goes on, and a box goes on. Now watch. Inside the frames, I will pull out frames, and I will spritz in the frames sugar water that had, a spray bottle. Squirt. It's got 3 to 4 drops of lemongrass oil in it. And I will squirt those frames pretty heavy and liberal to pull those bees up through that excluder. I don't want to really just sit back on my heels and go, oh yeah, well, hope they go up to there. No, 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 no. I'm going to incent them. I'm going to incent them to come up and inspect that new smell. What is that? I don't assume. I don't assume. So when I come back in, maybe, maybe in 2 weeks I come and just check a couple of frames. Oh yeah, they're working it. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, that's good. I don't assume. But once the queen excluder is introduced to the colony, it stays on them all year round. All year round. Excuse me. Did they go up there? Fighting a cough. They go up there and they look and inspect. We don't assume they will. Oh, jeez. What is this guy saying, man? Saying I want to get rid of this cough. Dang. It's frustrating. It is very stressful. Took cough medicine too. It's called Baulking. Baulking drives me bananas. Cost you time, cost you money, cost you honey. But you aren't understanding what the bees are doing, why they do what they do. And that's why we talk and teach so much. My. They see the excluder as a false ceiling. Oh, man. And they can slip up through those gaps easily. The workers can. Jones can't. Queen can't. You go, well, darn. I just don't want to use that then. No. I'm a huge proponent and teacher of using metal-bound queen excluders with the rolled bars. Don't like the plastic ones because they have triangled edges. They'll cut the bees as they go through. So we don't like that. No plastic queen excluders. But the metal-bound, I got the metal bound on the wood bound edges rot. So we like the metal bound queen excluders. If this happens to you, let's do it again and we'll wrap it up. You go, oh, look. He said turn it to 90 degrees and put that box back on there and it'll come up over the ends. Yeah, Joe, look, that's what he said to do. That guy said, man. In 3 weeks, they ought to be working that box pretty good. And you can come back, smoke them again. There'll be enough bees to defend the gap. Turn it back around, back on. But you've lost 1 box of honey, lost about a month's time, and it really stinks. So we leave them on all winter long. We'll leave 1 box of honey on top of the excluder, shallow or a medium, never a deep. If you leave a deep on top over the excluder, the colony will come up through the excluder and leave the queen down low. She can't get up in the center of the colony and she'll get too cold and die. So it's 1 box only on top of the excluder over winter, shallow or medium. 1, just 1. Baulking will really stress you. And you'll look in your box and you won't know what's going on. And if you don't know how to correct it, things could get worse for you, because now what you're going to be inclined to do is you're going to go, well, I just don't want that thing, get that thing out of there, Joe, get that out of there and put that box on. Now you're giving them more room to get bigger in the brood chamber. Bigger brood will create more peevish bees. We just did the video on that. So you mean to tell me, Joe, yeah, we got to do this. Yeah, you do. Yeah, because if you just dump out on the strategy, it will get worse on you. And you don't, I just don't understand this. The guy at the club said, I know it. If they're balking, turn it 90 degrees. Don't dump out on the excluder. Wait your 3 weeks. They'll come up around the ends to fill the box and start to work it. 3 weeks later, it's off it goes. Back around. Ah, Joel, now look there. Hey, it's getting better there. That's what he said to do. It's working. Yeah. Next month, you come back and probably add another box. We see this attitude show up in double deeps more often than not versus double mediums. It can happen, but it's more rare. The trick is that when you introduce a new excluder, to a colony, you just assume they're going to try to balk on you. So you come in and you pull some frames up, foundation or comb, whatever it is, and your spray bottle of thin sugar water should have 3 or 4 drops of lemongrass oil in it, and you pull them up and you spritz it real heavy, real liberal, and it smells like a new queen to them, and put in, and that will pull those girls up through that excluder. All you got to do is get a couple of handfuls of girls through the excluder, and that will prevent that problem. So it's not enough to come in and just add a box. Joey said, y'all just add a box on top of there. They'll get up through there. Nope. I introduced some sugar water, just spritz on the bottle, on the frames. Got some lemongrass oil on it, and up they come. Oh yeah. Balking just really cost you honey and time and money. Okay, so just think about that. Watch the video again. If you can tolerate my coughing, I apologize, but I'm determined to get these videos out because these are the common problems that we hear and people calling in and stuff. We can work with our students. We work with a lot of students in the advisory program in different states all around. Louisiana, Connecticut, oh man, Kansas, Missouri. Bees don't know state lines or county borders. Oh, bees work by principles. Our environments may be different, but bees work by principles. So if you like what we do, man, just push the thumb up button and subscribe and the notification bell so that you get notified when we're doing new lessons and stuff. Go look at the personal advisor program. That's cool. We like that. We'll always promote that, helping beekeepers, because it takes more than a conversation, and it's going to take you more than just a year to learn bees if you're really truly going to be a beekeeper. 5 to 8. Yeah, that's the magic number. 5 to 8 years of consistent learning. LittleCreekBeeRanch.com, personal advisor program. Oh, it's a cool newsletter. We always create good educational newsletters every month. On the 14th goes out with tips and tricks and strategies, and then a conference call with all the students at the end of the month. You can sit in and listen to that. Free Zoom classes in there. Oh, schedule appointments with me. If you have deep questions, you just set up an phone appointment with me. So we have a support system, good coaching service, good coaching system you can take advantage of, because one thing in beekeeping, if you're going to do this long term, I guarantee you they're going to throw you on your heels. Throw your face in the mud, and you'll go, oh my God, this guy at the club said. I said, okay. Hey, thanks for following along, man. I hope you'll listen and learn and to raise your BIQ. We're here to teach. If you got questions, give us a shout. I'm not going outside. It's like 19, man. Check you later.